standing right outside the Jewish Ghetto of Rome. This is where Jews were forced to live between the years of 1555 and 1855. Rich pieces of Jewish history right here. We're standing right outside of a church, which is really quite peculiar, realizing that we are right outside of the Jewish Ghetto. Why would every single entrance to the Jewish Ghetto include a church? Now, if you notice, there is writing up on the building. There's now writing up on this building. Now that even makes it more bizarre. Why would there be Hebrew writing on a church just outside of the Jewish Ghetto?
So here we are right outside of the Jewish Ghetto in front of a church. Every single of the 3 entrances of the ghetto has a church right outside. And on top of the door is the writing in Hebrew. That writing in Hebrew is in Hebrew and in Latin. The writing is actually a direct quote from Isaiah chapter 65. It's verses 2.5 of verse number 3. Let me read it to you in Hebrew and I'll translate it to you so you'll understand why they would write the prophecy of Isaiah above the door of the church at the entrance of the ghetto of Rome. It says, Parasti yodi kalayim el am seir. I have reached my hand, spread my hand all day to a nation that rebels. They're going in a way which is not good. After their thoughts. The nation that makes me angry, al ponai tamid, always. What the Christians were trying to tell the Jews is that they are wrong. They were trying to tell the Jews that God doesn't love you. They were trying to tell the Jews that you've been chosen once upon a time, but now you've been unchosen. What happened during those dark, dark days of the religious persecution is that the Jews were forced every Sunday morning from the entire ghetto, 10,000 Jews were forced to step into the churches to hear the sermons, but the Jews did not want to hear the sermons. What they would do is they would take the leftover wax of their Shabbos candles and stuff it into their ears so that they wouldn't have to hear the sermons. The Christians understood that the Jews weren't listening. They were deaf to their calls, and that's why they figured they wouldn't be able to miss the writing of their own prophet, of Isaiah, above the door of the church. And that is what is immortalized here above the door of the church. It's a sign of spiritual persecution. It's a sign of Christian insecurity. Thank God we live today in a world where we are friends with our Christian neighbors and cousins. We are living in a world where the Christians are no longer insecure about their faith, and no longer are they trying to convert us to their faith. Today, we're able to live where everybody is able to respect how each man is being created in the image of God without forcing our faith upon anybody else.